Alright, well, so things happen. Um, I don't know what happened, but it was a new update, and I might even have to go back and like check the footage, but I don't even know what happened to the footage. It's like I sat there and maybe I was so absent-minded and drunk to drink that I completely forgot to record or to hit the record button, but I doubt that. I don't honestly think that's an issue. Because usually even when I'm drinking I am, fairly aware of what I'm doing. But so we're gonna have to restart over because again, I don't know, they had like an update, which I thought they already had an update. That was the whole reason why I was recording before, was because they had a recent update to Satisfactory, the update 5, and I was like, yeah, I really want to play the new Satisfactory. There's blue slugs now. I don't think there was blue slugs before. I remember the green, yellow, but I don't remember blue. Maybe there's always been blue slugs. I just want to fall down on this thing. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to restart over again, which is always my favorite thing to do because of, well, an update. I always like how it's not like, oh, well, my computer crashed and all the footage got corrupted. No, it was an update, and so now I have to restart. Get some things going here while I talk, but, initially I was going to get on and I was just going to bitch about, wow, a lot of iron in this direction. So even though I might be a little stroll, I think it'll be worth it in the long run. There's another blue slug over here. It's going to talk about Halo Infinite. But, just like Halo Infinite, maybe it's just my life. Maybe that's what causes me these issues. Are they going to charge at me? They're going to come up the hill? They're going to come through the hill? What the hell just happened? Oh, I'm going to get the slug now that I'm not at risk of being knocked off. Here now, finally? Did you seriously go through the fucking ground? Nice alien carapace. And I'm coming up on my iron now. Should be pretty good. Hopefully not too hard to secure. I don't think they'll be too hard. A few hoggers. It's like nothing nowadays. Oh, look at that. First hit. Oh, got him again. Oh, get wrecked. Didn't even have to move on that one. Any other ones? No. They also did something with the graphics, because, I know I had my graphics on like some of the lowest, but they didn't look this bad, and there's so much to talk about. Alright, let's just stick with Satisfactory, and then I'll go into my computer, and then I'll go into Halo Infinite. I think that's a good segue. So they had the update, obviously. They added a whole bunch more stuff to the forest that I usually like going to, and even though it looks nice now, it's a little too crowded for my liking. It was already fairly crowded, and I liked it because there was a lot of plant life, so you could really stretch the biomass burners and stuff to like its limits, essentially, because there was just so much forest and bushes and everything else. You could just, hell, some of the nodes you couldn't even get to because they were just covered in bushes and stuff like that. But now it looks nice. There's a bunch of colors, and I'll end up showing you it at some point in time. I'll probably have to stretch over there at some point in time for something, who knows. Maybe I'll just, at some point in time when I have like a good vehicle, I'll just go around showing everything new. Maybe the desert's even different now too. I don't know. I don't know. It's all different. Initially, like I said, I just wanted to play this to play the new update, you know, and my goal for the video series was just to get to like the end of Satisfactory, kind of like how people did it before. You know, they would just, you know, go and play all the way up until the furthest technology that they could get, where there's like nothing left to build or to research. And that's how I was going to do mine. And I got a couple episodes in, and then lo and behold, they did something, and now it's different. So, pressing all the right buttons. But it's not the right button. But so, you know, I don't even know what happened to the footage. It's like the footage got corrupted and then just yeeted out of my computer. So I couldn't even like double check, but for some reason it like combined an older save of mine with I guess like the current save. So I had one save as YouTube 1 and I had like nothing down. I mean, I was still running off of like the I don't know, the central hub. What is this thing called? Yeah, I'll just go with central hub. I was still running off of those for like power. I was just like I had just gotten to biomass, so I could build biomass burners, but I hadn't yet. And when I went into the save, there was like a whole bunch of extra stuff that I didn't make or do, and so it was like, great, you know, my save got added onto by like something else. Where's it going? It's coming back around now. Yeah, he's stuck. What just happened? What? He's moving again? There he goes. Now he's normal again. And, but yeah. So now I'm having to sit here and restart again. So that kind of. I mean, I don't know why I even told you that, because you know the old footage, it's not even in existence anymore. I have to check because I don't think I was using what I'm currently using now. I'm using the Xbox capture. It's like the Xbox game bar or something. I'm using that to capture the footage now because segue into the next part of my lovely, lovely life is my OBS is starting to lag. And I haven't changed any settings in OBS. I haven't changed any settings in here. And it was working in the last one, as far as I could tell, fairly well. It wasn't lagging, but then again, I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention to it. That's not good. 2, 2, 3. I'll go for this one. This has a lot of iron around it, so that's going to be nice. I might as well put down... Oh wait, I'm doing it wrong. Ignore me. I'm still doing it wrong. Q, come on now. Hasn't been that long since I played last. Since everything else is that way, I'm just going to use this over here. Let's see. There we go. Burners this way. I guess we can just do it like that. Anyways, dang it, I kind of did it backwards. Whatever, it'll be fine. Whatever, I don't care. Moving on, as I like to say, and burping and all this other shit. I like how I have some stuff here, but wow, just so much to do and not enough time to speak. So anyway, so now I'm having to restart again because something messed up before. There's the stone. I'll enter and I'll walk my way over here just so I don't get kind of wrecked by all the hoggers. Seems like there's less hoggers than usual. Yeah, that's a bunch of iron over here. Come over here, tap into this limestone, and then we'll be kind of set up, and then we just let things run and jump off the world, get stuck on the edge of the world. Fun stuff, fun times. Normal. Anyways, now I'll let that cook here for a minute. Might even mine up some of my own. But yeah, so I remember where I was leaving off. So I'm having to use the game bar because I don't know. It's like a background program. It takes up like barely anything resources wise to run, and I don't know. It just seems to be better at recording. I mean, it does what is needed to be done. Like, it records what I need recorded, and doesn't really give me a lot of shit for it. Whereas OBS, at least nowadays, is giving me a lot of shit for it. Because it was like just recording in a little bit more of a demanding area. Like, I don't have frames. I don't have my FPS counter on this because this is Epic. At least I have Satisfactory on Epic, and so Epic, they don't have like a program set up so that you can actually see your FPS up in the corner, and so that's kind of annoying. Also, that's also kind of annoying. I guess I'm just gonna put this back right about there. Actually, that's kind of annoying as well. We're moving it back. Yeah, it's good enough. Actually, almost perfect. Almost pixel perfect. As I get caught on the limestone again. But I'm bringing all this up about OBS and not performing well and everything because I'm pretty sure my CPU is finally giving out. I don't know. It is fairly old. All my stuff's getting pretty old and dated on my computer, so it's almost like, yeah, even though I spent like, I don't know, this computer was easily like $500 to buy outright, and then I've probably put in like another 500 bucks into it, so I bought like $1,000 PC. It's now probably worth like, I don't know, maybe 200, and at this point I could probably just go out and buy like a generic home computer that has like nothing gaming spec wise, like no gaming parts, just generic computer parts in it, and it'll probably run everything better than what I have now. There's a lizard doggo over there. See if you guys can see that. Look at him. Walking across there. But yeah, so that's fun. I always like it when my shit starts to die off like that, and I had to have recorded it because I set up my recording. I try and make like 30-minute recordings, and yeah, even though this isn't like the most eventful part of my recording right now, you're just kind of listening to me, yammer on, but I do 30-minute intervals, and I remember the last game I was playing had 4 saves, and that makes sense because I remember recording for like 2 hours last time. So, but still, I digress because still have no clue where the actual footage got off to. So, fun. Anyways, actually, let me take one of you. So, all things considered, get some of this crafting down, and this is where the real talking happens. This is new. It's like right here is new. Anyways, so, that was like, what, the second tangent? We're about like halfway through the video. So, yeah, so not only did I come into this recording with Satisfactory problems and computer problems, because I used to use OBS all the time for my recording, and now it's like, can't do that. I have to do this, and the only problem with this Xbox game bar recorder is you just have like this like little tab I said it has a little red recording light, and then the time, and then you can stop, and you can mute your mic, and do all this stuff, just by, mousing over it, because it's right here for me. I would rather it over here, but you can't quite put it over here. But there's no way of knowing how well the recording's coming out, so it's kind of a guessing game right now for me. So that's always fun. But in other news, not much better news, but in other news, and this is really real meat and potatoes of me complaining comes in. Xbox, right? Again, Xbox. Always fun time with Xbox. So many things. I'll cover the Battlefield 5 issue I had in, I don't know, maybe the next episode. It'll be a nice long tangent that stretches across 2 episodes. But right now, Halo Infinite, right? It's fun. It's fun to play. I'm playing the multiplayer beta, which is weird because it says the multiplayer beta, but you can still do the campaign. I have no clue with PC because, again, my PC is, I guess maybe it was, just as strong as my Xbox was. My Xbox is newer. Got the Xbox S1, whatever. The latest one that came out like maybe 2-3 years ago, something like that. And it has a good CPU that doesn't fuck up on me. But on my PC, I can download the game and I'm within the specs of the game, but it gives me this DirectX 12 error. I didn't mean to smack the mic. It's just right above my head. So I talk with my hands, and sometimes I smack it on the mic. That's just how it is. I smack it on the mic sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't get smacked. Most of the time it does so. But so I get this DirectX 12 error, and it's like you don't have DirectX or you don't have drivers that support the new DirectX. And I'm like, bullshit, I know I have DirectX. And I double checked it. I even have DirectX 12 Ultimate Edition, something like that. So above and beyond the normal DirectX that you need to play Halo Infinite on PC. But for some reason, it's just not supported. It doesn't like me. I don't know. Just like starting up Satisfactory today, finding out that my files got corrupted, or it's not like it's corrupted. It'll still play, but it's like it got mixed in together with everything else. And I don't know. Maybe I did get that far, but I really don't remember getting that far in the other save. But whatever. We're starting on this one now. Well, like I say, if I used OBS, which I believe I did, it didn't save, it didn't record the files, so maybe I didn't even have it recording with OBS before. But oh my god, is Halo Infinite the most infuriating thing to progress in, right? Playing the game, that's fine. I can have a lot of fun when I'm not restricted to trying to do a weekly challenge, and I can have a lot of fun with the game when I'm not trying to do the weekly challenge. But trying to get any of the challenges done is like the worst experience in my gaming history ever. Oh, excuse me. So what they have, if you're looking into getting into Halo Infinite, what they have going on right now is you can play the game, right? It's free to play. All you have to do is download it if you have Xbox, or get it on Steam or something like that. This does sound like something's moving. Oh, this is where the other hogger is. But yeah, you can play the game. It's free to play right now, and you can have happy-go-lucky time. If you don't want to actually get any of the cosmetics. If you want any of the cosmetics, then you have to suffer hand over fist to get any of it. I mean, it was so bad in the beginning that they actually had to add a daily a daily challenge that just doesn't even go away. That's just play a game, get 50 XP, because it was so hard to progress with the other challenges. You got 3 other weekly challenges, which I don't even know why it's called daily challenge and weekly challenge, because they don't go away at all. So it's not like you get 3 challenges and then that's it for the week. And they change every time you complete one. One will be like, I don't know, play a PvP game. And that's the fun, easy challenge, is just play this game sometimes. Sometimes it's like, play this game, but it has to be a specific game. And then when you go to play that game, you spend hours upon hours trying to play that game to no end, no result, because you constantly get other games that you don't want to play. So one of the biggies for me was I would get like play Total Control on the big team battle mode. Alright, and you're thinking, okay, I can do that. I only need to play 3 of those matches and I'm done with this challenge. Well, on contraire, you actually have to get lucky and play the big team battle at a point in time where you can actually get into that match. Not making a lot of sense, and I can tell, because even I am getting confused with what I'm saying. I'm also trying to multitask and play this game and do some other things that I'm going to complain about and say that it's difficult when it's actually not very difficult. But what happens is, you click on big team battle, and then all you can do after that is hit play. You can't choose what kind of game mode you would like to play. So if you're looking into playing Halo, get used to just getting a random game mode out of so many game modes, because that's all you get. So for me, I needed to play the Total Control out of the big team battle game mode. And I shit you not, it literally took me, like around 6 hours to get one match, and I didn't even finish the match. Like, I just ended up swapping it out. And there went the power. I knew I'm getting kind of over technical here with all these powers, or all these machines. Alright. We'll put up some storage containers and then we'll let it run for a little bit longer while I talk about Halo Infinite and how asinizing it is to play. So, what you can do sometimes, I say sometimes because you have to have, a skip available, which you get these like skips. You can skip certain dailies or weekly challenges. You can't skip the daily challenges. How come this doesn't work? It's freaking, I guess, too close. There. Perfecto. I'm gonna go back over here and sit up here, and you can listen to the rumbling. Actually, I'll try for this. Maybe if I do a slip and slide here. Let's see if I'm still good at this. Perfect. Now that's also kind of loud. Alright, we'll sit right here, where it's not so loud. We'll watch the moon rise. So, you get these challenge swaps. They're like weekly challenges. And I've used every one that I've gotten so far right away, because some of the challenges are just so stupid, like getting the 3 big team battles of Total Control, because out of all the games I've played 33 matches, and at least and that's just the ones I've played. That's not even factoring in the ones that I got into lobby for and then left. I've had to do like a lobby skip, I guess, because I would wait in queue. I would go into a big team battle, and I'd find out that it's capture the flag or stockpile or Slayer, on any of the ones that I don't need, and then I would leave the game and then redo it. And I've done that like at least 30 times. And so out of the 30 match, I have 33 match made games that it's actually tracked. Probably 20 of them are the event game mode, because that one's actually fun to play, and doesn't matter really which one you get because they're all Slayer. So it's just pretty much the Slayer event. You get random weapons, and it's like, oh, random weapons, so crazy. Okay, calm down, Microsoft. It's not that crazy, you know. Try getting a headshot challenge in that Fiesta, and then always getting like a needler or a hammer or a sword that you can't headshot in, and so you have to spend like 2-3 games going through it, not getting a single gun that you can headshot with to do the headshot challenge. And that's just kind of how they were. It's like whenever you needed something to complete a challenge, like I needed that Total Control BTB, I'm just going to refer to it as BTB, that's the big team battle. But I needed the Total Control BTB map, and I got it once out of like nearly 100 games of cycling games, either playing them physically, which I didn't play a lot of them, because again, like I said, I'd load it in, I would leave, I'd load in, I'd leave, I'd load in, I'd leave, because every time I'd load in, I'd see that it's, you know, CTF or Slayer or any of the other ones that I didn't need, and because it was always random, you could never just select, oh, give me the, you know, Total Control map. So that's one thing that was already on my nerve, is that you couldn't, you know, just actually play the modes that you needed to play. And another thing that annoyed me, and that I was super glad, I'm gonna have to kind of wrap this up in a way, is I didn't wait on playing the event challenges whenever I'd get an event challenge, because, you know, I started playing when there was only like 2 days left in the event. And actually today, the day I'm recording this on, probably not the day that it's uploaded on, is the last day to get any of the event gear and whatnot, and work towards it, because after today it starts up the next event, which, who knows, I might play a little bit of that. Honestly, after getting through this event and just getting 5 levels into the event, I'm just so drained and tired of Halo. It's just, it's so garbage. I don't even know if I'm going to play a lot of it. Like I say, I'll probably just play it to have fun and not care about the battle pass or the equipment or anything like that, because it really doesn't do anything besides add enjoyment to the game, which that's kind of, you know, the thing that you look for in video games is enjoyment. But for Halo, no, it's not that way. Playing the game is fun, but playing the game is also, you know, if you're going to play Halo Infinite, you better just play the game for the game's sake, because before they added in this daily challenge that doesn't go away, that is just play a game, earn 50 experience towards the battle pass. Before they added that in, the only way you could progress in the battle pass is by doing the challenges, and people got so pissed off at them that they had to add in the permanent, just playing a game earns you 50 experience, because, you know, in other games like Magic the Gathering, Fortnite, Overwatch, League of Legends, when you get these battle passes, usually playing the game will earn you experience towards the pass. Well, in Halo, that wasn't the case. It is kind of now, but you only get 50 points for doing that daily challenge. So, before, you would just play the game and that was it. You wouldn't get any experience towards the battle pass unless you completed challenges. And with the event takes up the same takes up one of the same 3 weeklies that you get. And you do get the events pretty quickly. Like if you don't have an event and then you complete a challenge, it will give you an event challenge to do, but you only get one. And that's why I was saying I'm glad that I never waited on doing the event challenges, because I would be sitting there trying to stack up 3, thinking, oh, well, maybe there's a possibility of getting 3 events, and then just playing through all 3 events at once. No, that's not the case. Luckily, when you do an event challenge, it usually gives you enough experience to get one tier of the event, for at least the first 5. That's as far as I got, because the first 5 gives you, of course, the samurai-looking armor piece, which I'm kind of sad that I didn't play sooner, because I would have liked to, get the armor pieces. Of course, I would have had to have played on my Xbox, which means out in the living room instead of on my computer in my own room, because for some stupid reason, it doesn't like my computer, even though my computer can play the game through its own system requirements section of the game, because I was going to get it on Steam, and Steam lists the PC specs that you need, and I meet up all of the specs, and I even have DirectX. I don't know why it doesn't like my PC. But, again, I digress. I'm just probably going to play it casually on my Xbox. One of the bigger gripes I've had is, before in the past, you could choose your colors, you can kind of customize, your armor, swap them in and out between different, like, armor rigs, I'm going to say. Because, you would have, like, one body armor set, and then you would have, like, another body armor set. And then you could go into that other body armor set and add in pieces that you just generically have, like shoulder pieces. And you could put those shoulder pieces on any of the armor sets. Well, in Halo Infinite, it's not that way. When you have a certain set on, like currently, since I've got the event armor, I have that set up, but I don't have any armor pieces that I can move over from the Mark whatever, the normal Spartan armor, into the Chinese armor, samurai armor. I know Chinese and samurais, I know Japanese are the samurai, Chinese are like ninjas or some shit like that. I get that. But it's just that oriental themed armor that they always do. Back in like Halo 3, you had that, samurai looking armor, and it was the shit. Everybody liked it. It was like the best looking armor. Hopefully that's not the case for Halo Infinite, because it was the first event ever, and so a lot of people are probably going to miss out on the chance to get that, just like the samurai armor in Halo 3. And knowing Halo Infinite, the event is probably never going to come back ever again. And are these whales just like attracted to the machinery? Because it's like, I swear to God, he's going to turn and walk straight towards me, I bet you. These motherfuckers never leave me alone, and they're so annoying. I hate them the most. They need to just be... I wish I could just remove them from the game because of how annoying they are. But, yeah, a couple things that would be nice. Nice changes into Halo. I mean, I'm sure it's still beta, so who knows what direction it will take, but playing the event game mode and earning some experience for the event pass would be nice. Being able to stack up event challenges in the challenge part would be nice, and also, they have the daily challenge for the normal battle pass, so you can earn that stuff, even though all the things that you want out of it you have to pay money for and get the premium one, like the armor pieces. Because like I unlocked like a different like piece to the helmet, like the visor, I think, and like a wrist piece or maybe a shoulder piece, but they're locked behind the premium, so you would have to pay to get those. Otherwise, you just get like XP boosters, for the battle pass. Eventually, you'll get like a sticker for the Warthog or something like that. But if you want the cool, helmet, you're probably gonna have to pay for it. Which, I mean, I guess I get it. The game has to make money somehow. even though Halo should be like the richest thing in the existence of any video game ever, and they shouldn't really have to do this, but that's what they'd be doing. Anyways, it's 35 minutes. I think I've pretty much talked about all that I want to talk about concerning Halo and my unfortunate life of... What was that one when the series of unfortunate events? Well, that's my life. That that sentence depicts my life in the perfect of ways. It's like, you know, I finally got a good PC, and I wanted to play video games for once without having to be, you know, on this kind of graphic settings. And then I wasted too much time, and I never got to recording. And now I'm trying to record, and I have to record on these kinds of settings. So, trying to keep the dream alive with becoming a YouTuber, and hopefully one day bringing you guys actual, you know, good-looking content. So hopefully my rants and my tangents aren't too much for you to be pushed away from, but I'd like to thank you guys for listening, watching me kind of just stand there, not do much, and listen to me talk, even though I don't really come through the microphone that well. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Press all the wrong buttons.